Hi, and welcome to my three-part mini workshop on Painting Made Easy. My name is Sue Miller, and this is Jax, and I am going to take you through a three-step painting process using acrylic paints, and you will be walking away after this workshop with a beautiful mandala you painted, infused with the energy of gratitude. And gratitude is also a great daily practice to get into. So I want you to already start thinking about everything you're grateful for every day. And we're going to add that to the painting. So let me ask you something. Are you feeling like kind of nervous about this? You've never done it before. You don't know where to start. Do you feel like you're not good at it? You won't be good at it. You're not good at art. You're not creative. Or somebody told you you're not creative. All of the above. Are you curious and don't know where to start? As I said, so let that all go, and just step into this with an open mind, an open heart, and playfulness, and bring your inner child, because she wants to play. She wants to come out and paint with you. Every single person has a creative spirit inside, and I'm here to show you yours. So the requirements are canvases. I think my canvas is about 12 by 16. A good sized canvas is good because it gives you freedom to move around on the canvas, and you don't feel so restricted. And the paints, the acrylic paints would be full bodied, and I think Jax wants to get down, so we're gonna let him. Oh, maybe not. So full bodied acrylic paints. It doesn't have to be the high end stuff. And same with the brushes. You can get a packet of 5 to 7 brushes, I think, for maybe $5 on Amazon.com, Dick Blick, or your local art store. And to put the paint on, just get a paper plate, and then you can throw it out later. There's also soap that you can use to wash the brushes afterwards. There's a jar of water and paper towels. So that's pretty much it. That's what we need to get started. So I am looking forward to teaching you. Let's go and have fun. So let's get started. Thank you. So here we are on our first layer. I have all the paint listed out, and you don't have to use all of them. It's really intuitive what color is calling to you at the moment. And there's my paper plate with my paint on that. And then again, reminder, this is an intuitive painting, and you are right. There's no wrong movement. Here are my paintbrushes. Any size really will do. Get some small ones, some larger ones. And again, it's intuitive. And here's a marker because I'm going to use it to put some gratitude words on there. There's my jar of water and my paint cleaner, brush cleaner. The old paper towel always comes in handy. Wipe off your hands and whatnot. And my handy dandy blow dryer for when I want to dry things quicker. And the paint dries fairly quickly, but sometimes I get impatient, so I use that. And here I am writing gratitude down, setting the intention, infusing the canvas with this gratitude energy, telling the universe, thank you, I am so grateful for what I have. Any words that come to mind that you want to put on the canvas. And it also helps get going on the blank white canvas. Sometimes fear jumps in, and we think, oh my God, what am I going to put there? So just put some words of gratitude. And that's what you're feeling. Feel into it also. There are so many things to be grateful for, and that's what we're painting. And the beauty of this practice is, along with feeling the gratitude, we can paint it and actually visualize it and see it. So now have some of my gratitude words on my canvas and I'm ready to start painting. This is so simple. Painting made easy. So I'm choosing orange initially because it felt good. I love the color orange. Orange to me is what you're passionate about in life, your creativity. It's also the color of your sacral chakra, orange. It's just a beautiful color, and it just gives me joy to use it. I love the color. So pick any color you want and start making marks on the canvas. It doesn't matter. And again, there's no wrong thing that you can do on this. It's just intuitive, and paint, and get some paint on that canvas. Splash some color around. I'm picking yellow. I love yellow. I love yellow and orange together. Painting over the words is perfect. We're not going to see this layer as we go along with the next couple of layers, but to know that the energy in there is on the canvas already. We are painting and writing gratitude energy, and fusing this painting with the energy of gratitude. And now I'm making some more marks, darker marks. This is the freedom layer. This is the first layer, and it's called the freedom layer. It's playing with color, it's playing with shapes. And again, as I said in my first introductory video, bring your inner child. Your little one wants to play. This is all about having fun, right? So have fun with the colors and the shapes and whatever intuitively is calling to you. Just do it. It's so much fun. And you know what? If this is all you ever wanted to do, you can just do that. Just do the first layer. And there you go. That's your first layer. Can you believe that you actually painted something? And it's all for you, and it's intuitive, and I hope you had fun with it. Please explore it a lot more, and it just builds on itself. And you can actually continue on with this if this is all you want to do. So please stay tuned and join us for the next one. Hi, and welcome back to round 2 of Painting Made Easy, the second layer. Before we get going on that, I just wanted to take a minute to kind of share what gratitude means to me and what the benefits are for you and everybody. Basically, gratitude means it's a choice and an awareness to shift your energy from a lower frequency to a higher frequency, basically, because it is all energy. And that's so empowering to me. It's a tool in my energetic toolbox, so to speak. It brings me back to my center, my core, the knowing of where I am and who I am. It takes me back to that place and not outside of myself, not outside, not in the past, not in the future, the here and now, the present moment. It's like a light switch that I consciously can turn on, my gratitude light switch, and I can feel it building in my heart right away. It's a focus. It quickly shifts whatever negative thoughts and beliefs I have into a positive state of being. and I feel it in my heart. I can feel it in my body, and it shifts the energy. I feel more joy and I feel more alive. And oh, by the way, gratitude is the same frequency as love, which is 540 megahertz. It's been researched and documented. It's one of the highest vibrational frequencies you can be at. And the more time you can spend in gratitude and love, the more your body's frequency raises and the healthier your body becomes. Who doesn't want that? So the benefits in alignment with that are feeling more alive, you sleep better, you express more compassion and kindness, and you even have stronger immune systems. It can significantly increase your well-being and life satisfaction. So who's ready to take on the attitude of gratitude? Let's get started. The reason why I chose a mandala for the symbol of gratitude is just like gratitude, the mandala always starts with a center, and then you go around the center and you build out from the center. And gratitude is the exact same way. It starts, for me, it starts in my heart. And as I continue to think of things that I am grateful for, it builds upon that center and it grows out. So here we go. I am starting with the center of the mandala. I am going to ask you to please do not paint this right now. Just watch, because a funny thing happened. I started doing this and I didn't like it. I didn't like how it was coming out. And I thought, wow, this is a perfect mistake, because this happens all the time. And I wanted to show this to you so that you can see how easy it is to correct a mistake or just change something that you don't really like, a shape or a color. So this shape that's I'm starting to paint, I didn't like. So I'm going to show you, I think I keep going a little ways. So at the end of this, I'm going to show you how easy it is to paint over the parts that you don't like with paint. The other tip I have is sometimes I start with like a lighter color, like a white, and just to sketch in with the paint what I want to draw and have it look like. And that way, if you do want to change it, it's easier with a lighter color versus the darker color. So like if right now I'm using black, and there's not a lot of colors out there that are darker than black. So actually I used a mixture of white, and that's the beauty of this thick paint, the full body acrylic is, versus the liquid. So in any case, I want to show you, like, I did not like this at all. I was pretty bumming, but I'm like, oh, I'm not going to cut this out, because it's really a great tool to show you how to erase or kind of get rid of what you don't like. So see, I couldn't figure out where to go from there. I'm all over the place. So you will see that in the end, I erased basically with paint everything that I didn't like. To start your mandala, paint a circle in the middle of your canvas. And I like to have an even amount of graphics around it. And in this case, it kind of looks like flower petals. So I did three on one side and 3 on the other, or just 6 altogether. And now I am painting around each of those petals another oblong shape. It can be anything It can be square, whatever shape you like, but to make it uniform all the way around, symmetrical as much as you can. And actually, I like it when it shows up not quite symmetrical, because for me it creates more interest, and it also shows that we're not perfect. Don't want to be. It's more fun to not be perfect. So anyway, just add almost like triangles now in between those big loops. And again, they're symmetrical in terms of the same amount of shapes going around. Is just going around in a circle, adding shapes, the same shapes to each section. An interesting fact, did you know the Sanskrit word for mandala, the meaning of it is the essence of. So we're basically infusing the essence of gratitude in this mandala. You can actually see the first layer peeking through already. And even though I made a boo-boo and painted over it, the yellow and some of the white is coming through, and I really like that. I love this process. I love how I can see the orange and the blue, and it's just really magical and just kind of cool. Here I am just adding my own little, I don't even know what to call them, but I think they're kind of cute, and I love circles. So there you have it. I can see that mine wasn't totally centered, and the very top runs off and the bottom is up too far, but I actually kind of like it that way. Being imperfectly perfect, or how's the saying go? Perfectly imperfect, that's it. Now we're going to start painting our mandala. So get your paints out. And I'm going to start with painting in the center. You don't need a lot of paint on your brush. Get a smaller brush for the center. And what you're going to do is just paint the center, keeping within the black lines. And you can actually paint a little over the black line, so that the black line isn't as thick. So I will show you that in a second. So I'm choosing a color. Here's my color, light blue. You can see I'm painting a little onto the black itself. I use my fingers. I do a lot of that. It blends it pretty well. And I'm actually adding a little bit more blue to it to make it look even more interesting and not just, a one color thing. So when you add a little color to the color, it makes it more interesting, to me anyway. And I'm going to use the same color on the first 6 shapes, and I'm going to, again, blend it somewhat with my finger, and painting, if you can, try to paint a little bit onto the black line. And if you see a color peeking out from the first layer that you like, leave it. Don't paint over it, because that adds a lot of interest and a lot of depth to the painting. So you can use, of course, any color that you feel drawn to, and that is perfectly fine. It's perfect. You can use multiple colors on this layer, whatever feels right for you. Now in this one, I can see I really like that orange. On the previous one, I like the white that came through. I love how they peek through. And I'm moving the paint around. You can still see the orange come through. I find this process so meditative and relaxing. I hope you do too. So for the remainder of the mandala, you choose your colors and you fill in each of the shapes as I've shown you in this first in the center. I added a little splash of white in the center just for interest. And now I am adding the color magenta on the outside of the mandala. I just absolutely love this color. I use it all the time. It's just so happy and bright, and I love it. So I am completely covering the outside area surrounding the mandala, and just because I love it. You can do the same, or you can choose another color, or you can actually choose different colors, and in each section of the outer part of the background, you can do anything you want. So have fun with it, and you can, as you can see, the first layer underneath does pop through, but it makes it so much more interesting to add the layers one on top of the other. So have fun with it. You can add more paint, just another extra layer. That's what I did, and the same colors or similar colors all the way around throughout. And now I'm just adding a little bit of the color of the background into the mandala just to create a uniformity. And also now I am creating depth, making it look like each layer of the mandala is lying on top of each other, if that makes sense. In between, the darkness kind of creates a depth to it, showing like a little shadow that the top layer is making on the darker blue. Now I'm taking my marker, and this is the time when we start going inward and thinking about everything we're grateful for. And I am going to start writing. I'm actually changing markers to a black one, a smaller black one. And just around starting in the center, you write, start thinking about what you're grateful for, and then write them down around the perimeter of each of the shapes. I am grateful for my breath. I am grateful for my life, my family, etc., etc., and go around all the way into as many of the shapes, or the petals, if you will, and fill all of that up. It really adds to the gratitude energy of the mandala. And here is your gratitude mandala. Welcome back. It's me and Jax. And I just want to say thank you for being here and painting with me. I hope you enjoyed it and you walked away with a lovely mandala infused with gratitude energy. How cool is that? And you can hang it up, and every time you walk by, it'll remind you to be thankful for something in your life. The process of the Painting Made Easy is there for you anytime you want to pick up a paintbrush and get away from it all and just paint. And it doesn't matter what you paint, it doesn't matter what it looks like in the end. It's just the process of being free with it, enjoying the colors, being intuitive. It's a wonderful thing to do. So I hope you continue your practice. Happy painting. Enjoy it. And